Tonight on NewsCenter. NewsCenter covers the floods in eastern Kentucky. MSU graduates are getting an in-person commencement. MSU baseball team wins their third straight win. This and much more tonight on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Jude O'Neill here with Austin Mason, and here's what's making headlines for March 11th, 2021.
A professor of Morehead State's Aerospace Science program, Dr. Benjamin Malfris, is being inducted into the Kentucky Aviation Hall of Fame. He's being nominated for his contributions towards the research of the interactions between galaxies and radio astronomy. Although no official date has been posted, Malfris will be recognized at an induction ceremony this fall.
Governor Andy Beshear declared a state of emergency due to heavy rainfall in 13 counties. Rowan County avoided these heavy floods, but was still impacted in parts of the county.
Rowan County Judge Executive Harry Clark says that Rowan County was lucky not to be affected by the heavy rainfall.
Flooding in Rowan County really was a result of course, the ice storm that we had. Started on February the 8th, and because of all the heavy snow, the ice, and all that stuff, then we got a flood, rains on top of that, about 3.5 inches of rain, I think, depending on where you was in the county. We had some slips out on Lower Licking, had some slips out on 801, and so those were cleaned up pretty timely. We did have some flooding in Farmers, a few of the homes there. I don't think any of them actually got water in them, but they were very close to getting water in them. And of course, anybody did any traveling around could see all of the farm fields that was full of water and flooded with it. But overall, we really did very well as far as flooding in Rowan County. We escaped the big problem that everybody else faced. But we really got about what we expected. Actually, I think we probably got a little lighter than we had anticipated. And from my standpoint, I always prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And in this case, it really fell out somewhere in between. We were really fortunate. We had no deaths. Just heed the warnings, pay attention to the warnings, and use common sense. If you know that it doesn't look safe, don't do it. I mean, that's about as simple as you can make it. If the water's up, stay away from it.
Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Willard Ferguson.
The annual Burley Cole Art Exhibition and Competition will be held virtually this year. The competition features hundreds of high school students' works from across the state. High school students are encouraged to participate in the event because prizes and scholarships will still be awarded. Entries will be accepted through March 15th. For more information about the Burley Cole exhibition, contact Melissa Youngbluth at myoungbluth@moreheadstate.edu. We'll be right back with your weather forecast after the break.
Here at Morehead State University, the nursing program is ranked 4th in the state and is named one of the best in the nation. Students have access to the latest in medical technology to provide hands-on practices. The Department of Nursing is creating nurses that want to change the world by saving others.
Taking place at the Claypool Young Art Building, Morehead State University's Department of Art and Design is home to a number of programs and classes. You can take courses in painting, drawing, graphic design, history, photography, and more. You can even obtain a degree in art education or a Bachelor of Fine Arts. To find out more about the Department of Art and Design, you can call 606-783-2766 or email arde@moreheadstate.edu.
I am Liz Miranda, and today in Moorhead we did have some rain showers today in Moorhead. Today the high was 66 and the humidity was at 51%. The wind speed was at 11 miles per hour. All over Kentucky today we got a taste of spring. In Paducah it was 71. Also in Bowling Green it was 71. Louisville was 68. Frankfort was 64. Moorhead was 66. Lexington was 66. Ashland 64. And London 69. Tonight we will have rain showers as well, and the low will be 53 with a 95% chance of precipitation. The sun will be setting at 6:37 p.m. Tomorrow will also be rainy, so make sure you grab your rain jackets and umbrellas. The high will be 61 and the sun will be rising at 6:49 a.m. The 7-day forecast looks sunny and rainy, so a mix of both this week. Thursday is 66 with a low of 53 with rain showers. Friday 61 with a low of 41 and rain showers. Saturday will be partly cloudy with a high of 59 and a low of 39. Sunday will be cloudy with a high of 53 and a low of 38. Monday will be rain showers with a high of 55 and a low of 48. Tuesday will be 64 with rain showers and a low of 42. And on Wednesday, it will be partly cloudy. Back to the desk with sports.
Moorhead State men's basketball team has brought home the OVC championship. With an 86-71 victory against Belmont, they sealed their spot in the upcoming NCAA tournament for the first time in a decade. The last time the Eagles made it to the tournament in 2011, it upset Louisville 62-61 in the first game of the tournament. The Eagles will learn their seed for this year's tournament on Sunday, March 14th.
Moorhead State's baseball team took the field last week. NewsCenter's Harvey Rice has the details.
Moorhead State men's baseball wins their third straight game. Freshman first baseman Jackson Feltner recorded 4 hits. Senior designated hitter Arthur Sell also contributed with 4 RBIs. And senior third baseman Stephen Hill scored 4 runs last night for a 12-9 victory over the Ohio Bobcats. Senior second baseman Bryce Henser hit his first home run for the season. Also, it's the third straight game the Eagles recorded an inning with at least 5 or more runs. 7 Eagles pitchers combined to strike out 11 Bobcat batters. And after a years-long wait, the Eagles will play an OVC game this weekend against Eastern Kentucky University for a 3-game series, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time at Allen Field. For NewsCenter, I'm Harvey Rice.
Moorhead State basketball player Janai Broom has been recognized as a finalist for the Kyle Macy National Freshman Player of the Year award. The award is presented to a Division I college basketball freshman. Broom assisted the Eagles in their first OVC championship since the 2010 and 2011 season. In addition, he was named the tournament's MVP. Broom was also the first Eagle to be OVC Freshman of the Year since Ricky Menard. Broom has also been recognized as First Team All-OVC, the OVC Newcomer, and All Tournament Teams.
After almost 2 periods of no scoring, the MSU women's soccer Eagles lost to Tennessee Tech Tuesday. After an eventful first half, Tennessee Tech offense stepped it up and outpaced the Eagles in shots 4-2. Junior goalkeeper Michelle Jarentowski ended the game with a season high of 6 saves. Kate Larbs and Eva Kipper and Colleen Swift led the Eagles with 2 shots. This is the second game where Larbs has finished with a team high in shots. The Eagles take on Eastern Kentucky in what will potentially be the final in-conference match. The game is set for 3 o'clock Friday, March 12th. We'll be back with more news after this.
This semester, the Student Government Association, along with University President Jay Morgan, has voted in favor of holding in-person commencement ceremonies. NewsCenter's Daniel Miller has the story.
Morehead State University will be holding an in-person graduation ceremony for the first time since the fall 2019 semester. SGA President Emily Wiley speaks about the decision, and students give their opinions on the matter.
Okay, so commencement will take place, correct me if I'm wrong, May 8th, which will be a Saturday. And it will occur at James Stadium, which is our football field. So essentially, we're going to change it to 3 commencements. So there'll be one at 9:30, one at noon, and then one at 2:30. I couldn't imagine if I was graduating, last spring or last fall and finding out that I can't even do anything in person. I think students are just happy and thankful to have a little sense of normalcy, as much as that can be. So I've heard nothing but positive reactions. I think students are thankful that the university's taken the steps to allow us to have some form of a normal graduation. And I'm very thankful and glad that I could be a part of those conversations.
So I personally am very excited to have the opportunity to graduate in person, mostly because, growing up, you dream of this moment and you hope that, you can eventually walk across the stage. So I'm very glad that we were able to do that.
Each student will be allocated 2 tickets who they can disperse to their family members. They will all be, seated, 6 feet apart, and they'll be sitting in clusters as guests. But we thought that was the most viable option while socially distancing and keeping everybody safe on campus.
So I personally feel as though them limiting guests for the ceremony isn't going to make it any less special. I know it might to some people, but we just have to do whatever we can to ensure that everyone is safe. And if that means making sacrifices in that way, then you got to do what you got to do.
I feel like I can bring the people that wanted to see me graduate the most, which are my great uncle and great aunt, and I feel like the rest of them will either maybe record it or they'll stream it or something.
So I'm hopeful that they'll be able to live stream the ceremony because I do have divorced parents, so therefore, I really have 2 sets of parents that would, have to decide who's coming and who's not. So I hope that they get that figured out. But, again, I am glad that we even get to have it in person at all.
Many decisions have yet to be made, although students are hopeful they will get to end their college career with a slight degree of normalcy. For NewsCenter, I'm Daniel Miller.
Due to the steady decline of active COVID-19 cases and the continued distribution of the COVID-19 vaccine, popular Morehead events such as Hometown Holiday and Freedom Fest may make a comeback in late 2021. Downtown Morehead Incorporated Executive Director Tony Pence says these events are still in the early planning stages. He says they will still face restrictions, but have a high likelihood of being held with health department approval and Kentucky's vaccination rate staying at a high percentage. We'll be right back after the break. Morehead State University's Upward Bound program is hiring resident advisors for the summer 2021 session. Resident advisors will maintain the safety and supervision of the students living in the residential halls. To be qualified, you must be enrolled in college, have 30 or more credit hours, a 2.5 or higher GPA, and be able to live on campus during the 5-week program. To apply, visit jobs.moreheadub.org.
The Student Government Association is accepting applications for their 2021 and 2022 Executive Board positions. These executive positions are paid leadership roles. Students interested in running for a position must have a 3.0 GPA or higher and be in good standing with the university. Everyone interested in applying will be required to attend an information session. Applications are being accepted through March 17th. Elections will be held late in March via email.
On Wednesday, Governor Beshear reported 1,010 new cases of COVID-19, bringing the state total to 412,924 cases. Of the new cases, 170 are in children 18 or younger. The state is seeing a 3.93 recent positivity rate, which is a 0.7 decrease from previous numbers reported. That's all the news we have for you this evening. From everyone here at NewsCenter, good night, and thanks for watching.